Good morning, students. Today we will recall what all we have learnt in our yesterday's class first. So, this is the table for domain and range of trigonometric functions. So, what is the domain for sin x? R. What is R? Set of real numbers. And what about the range? Closed -1, comma 1. We have also seen this in our +1 class. Okay, and what about cos? Cos all the same. But see tan. Tan, what is given? R slash 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n belongs to z. Okay. So, what is this? This is slash. Slash tells us that it is except. So, yesterday also I mentioned this. Okay, yesterday's class. So, except. So, from R we have to remove 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. That is, when you give n equal to 0, it is pi by 2. When you give n equal to 1, 3 pi by 2 minus 1, n is equal to minus 1, we get minus pi by 2. Okay, goes on like that. So, pi by 2, multiples of pi by 2 should be removed from R. So, that gives us the domain of tan x. So, all of you can understand the meaning of this slash. Okay, so this slash represents except. Okay, then see secant x in the table, secant x and cosecant x. We have ranges R except open -1, comma 1. So, you know the difference between closed bracket and open bracket. So, this is, we call it as closed bracket, and this we call it as open brackets, that is parenthesis. This is square bracket and this is parenthesis. So, square bracket, when we write -1, comma 1, it means that -1 and 1 are included, that is -1 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 1. And what about this open bracket or parenthesis? Here, if you have -1, comma 1, then it means -1 is less than x, less than 1. That is, the endpoints are not included. So, you have to know the difference between both the brackets. So, R except -1, comma 1 means, so the values in between -1, comma 1 should be removed from R. Okay, that is specially if you have 0 here. So, 0 should be removed from R. So, that gives you the range of secant x and cosecant x. Okay. Then, next, amplitude. Amplitude and period of a graph. Okay, what is amplitude? Amplitude is the maximum distance of the graph from the x-axis. Okay, amplitude is the maximum distance, so maximum height of the graph from the x-axis. So, the amplitude of a function is the height from the x-axis to its maximum or minimum. And what is period? The period is the distance recovered for the function to complete one full cycle. Okay, so here it's one full cycle from 0 to 2 pi. So, 0 to 2 pi, it gives you one complete cycle, it finishes, therefore, it is a full cycle, therefore, it is called as a period. 0 to 2 pi is called as a period. So, we also have seen in our yesterday class, sin x, cos x, cosecant x, secant x, all have period as 2 pi, but tan x and cot x has period pi radians. Okay, and then we have also seen graph of the inverse sine function. Okay, when do we have inverse of a function? So, let f of x be a function. So, see here, we'll take f of x equal to sin x as a function. So f of x is equal to sin x. This f of x is equal to sin x has inverse if and only if it is 1 to 1 and onto. 1 to 1 and onto means it is a bijection. So it has inverse function only when it is a bijection. Okay. So here the domain we have taken as R. So if you take domain as R, sin x will not be 1 to 1. Okay, it is not 1 to 1 on R. Is it clear all of you? It is not 1 to 1 on R. Therefore, the domain should be restricted. So, the restricted domain for sin x, we take it as minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. So, in this range, sin x becomes, in this domain, domain, sin x becomes 1 to 1. Okay, 1 to 1 as well as onto. Therefore, we take the domain as minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 to get sine inverse of x. So, we are restricting the domain of sin x as minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's why we saw that sine inverse of x. What is the domain? Domain is minus 1 comma 1 and the range is minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. And what about sin x? Sin x domain is minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 and the range is minus 1 comma 1. So remember that the domain is restricted. Okay. So this also we have seen in our yesterday's class. So how do you say that it is not 1 to 1? You have learnt horizontal test. So what about the curve? This is the sine curve. It passes through 0 and then we have pi, this is pi by 2 and all those. Okay. So see here when you use horizontal test, so this is a horizontal test. The horizontal line should touch the curve at only one point, but here it touches at 2 points. Therefore, it is not 1 to 1. Okay, remember all this. So, now we will see the curve of sin x and sine inverse of x. So, sin x, see the curve. Yesterday I have drawn this both. So, sin x, see the difference. So, 0 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 from at pi by 2 it turns down, okay, turning point, it comes down. Similarly, here at minus pi by 2 it goes up, okay. And see sine inverse of x, the values which are in x axis goes to y axis and the values in the y axis goes to x axis because the domain becomes the range and the range becomes the domain. Okay, so see the difference in the curve. So, see the difference how it is turned. Okay, so you should know that y equal to sine inverse of x is the mirror image of the graph of y equal to sin x. Okay, y equal to sine inverse of x is the mirror image of y is equal to sin x. And also we should know that when you draw a line y is equal to x, then the sine function and the sine inverse function, that is inverse sine function, are symmetric with respect to the origin. Okay, and also we can use this definition. We know that odd functions are symmetric with respect to the origin. What is odd function? When a function is said to be odd, when a function is said to be odd, when f of x is equal to f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. Already we have seen in our yesterday class. So, sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Therefore, it is an odd function. So odd function are always symmetrical with respect to the origin. Therefore, this curve sin x and sin inverse of x are symmetrical with respect to the origin, but even function are symmetrical with respect to y-axis. Symmetrical also I have told you the meaning. What is meant by symmetrical? A line of symmetry. The line of symmetry divides the curve into two equal halves. Okay, ரெண்டா கட் பண்ணும். அப்படியே அந்த curve நீ போட்டுட்டு அந்த line பார்த்தனா அந்த இங்க வந்து origin. Okay, y x is equal to y. The straight line போட்டா it divides the curve into two equal halves. Okay, so remember this. Okay, so now we will see exercise 4.1 second question. First question we have seen already yesterday. So today we will learn second question. Exercise 4.1 second question. Second question, first subdivision you can take it for homework. Second subdivision we will do. So y is equal to minus sin 1 by 3x. It is asked to find period and amplitude. Okay, it is asked to find period and amplitude. So we will see the definition first. When y is equal to, that is, see if y is equal to a sin bx. Y is equal to a sin bx, then amplitude. Amplitude, in short we can also write it as amp. Okay, amplitude is equal to modulus of a. Okay, amplitude is modulus of a, and period is equal to 2 pi by modulus of b. Okay, remember this. Amplitude is equal to mod a, period is equal to 2 pi by mod b when y is equal to a sin bx. So what we have got here, what is in the place of a? So here a is equal to minus 1 and b is equal to 1 by 3. So what about the amplitude? So amplitude is equal to modulus of minus 1, which is equal to 1. And what about the period? Period is equal to 2 pi by modulus of 1 by 3. Modulus of 1 by 3, which is 1 by 3. So 2 pi by 1 by 3, which is equal to 6 pi. Okay. Now what about the third subdivision? So third subdivision, y is equal to 4 sin minus 2x. So we know that sin of minus theta, sin of minus x is equal to minus sin x. Therefore, so we can write this as y is equal to minus 4 sin 2x. So what is a? So comparing with y is equal to a sin bx. Okay, compare with y equal to a sin bx, we get a is equal to minus 4 and b is equal to 2. So now what is the amplitude? Amplitude is equal to modulus of a, which is equal to modulus of minus 4, which is equal to 4. And period is equal to 2 pi by modulus of 2, modulus of b. So modulus of b is modulus of 2, so it is equal to 2 pi by 2, which is equal to 5. Okay, so first subdivision, similarly you can do it. So you can take that for homework. Now question number 3. Sketch the graph of y is equal to sin 1 by 3x for 0 less than or equal to x less than 6 pi. Okay. So here also compare it with y is equal to a sin bx. What is amplitude? So amplitude is equal to a is equal to 1 here. A is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1 by 3. So amplitude is equal to mod a, which is equal to 1, and period is equal to 2 pi by modulus of b, which is equal to 2 pi by 1 by 3, which is equal to 6 pi. Okay, so now it is asked to sketch the graph. So how will you sketch it? So this is y axis and this is x axis. So on y axis we will take 1. Amplitude is 1. So what is amplitude? The maximum height reached by the curve is called as a amplitude. Okay, and what is period? The full cycle is called as a period. So the interval here is given for 0 less than 6 pi. Okay, so here this is 0 and here we can take it as 3 pi and here it is 6 pi. Therefore, so 3 pi is 0 because sine, what do you get? 3 pi when you substitute 1 by 3 into 3 pi. 1 by 3 into 3 pi is sine pi. Okay, so sine pi is nothing but 0. Similarly, 6 pi when you substitute 1 by 3 into 6 pi. So it is equal to sine 2 pi, which is equal to 0. So it crosses the x axis at 3 pi and 6 pi. Okay, and we should not draw above that because it is given only up to less than 6 pi. Okay, and so here which is 1, this is the maximum height reached. So this is 1. Okay, so that is the maximum height reached. So this is the graph of y is equal to 1 by 3 sin x. Okay, now we will go to question number 4. Fourth question. Find the values of, here we will do second subdivision. First one you can take it for homework. So sine inverse of sine pi 5 pi by 4. 5 pi by 4. So it is equal to this 5 pi by 4. What is the domain of sin x? Minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 is the domain of sin x. Does 5 pi by 4 lie in this interval? Does it lie in this interval? Irkumama 5 pi by 4 வந்து என்னது? 5 into 45. 5 into 40, pi by 4 is what? 45. அப்போ 5 into 45. 5 into 45 is what? 25, remainder 225. அப்போ 225 இதில் இருக்குமா? No. So 5 pi by 4 does not belong to this domain. சரியா? So என்ன பண்றோம் இப்போ? Sin inverse of sin pi by 4 எப்படி எழுதலாம்? pi plus pi by 4 னு எழுதலாமா? Okay, LCM போட்டு பாரு, 5 pi by 4 வந்துருச்சா? Now what is sin pi plus theta? இதை நம்ம படிச்சிருக்கிறோம். What is it? In plus 1. Pi plus theta lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. அப்போ third quadrantல sin is, what do you have? Negative. இல்லையா? Negative 180. Pi is 180. It is even. அதனால இது என்னது? Minus sin theta. Minus sin theta. So what you have here is equal to sin inverse of minus sin pi by 4. Okay, minus sin pi by 4. We can also write it as sin inverse of sin minus pi by 4 எழுதலாமா? Because sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. இப்போ sin inverse and sin gets cancelled. அப்போ நமக்கு என்ன வந்துருது? is equal to minus pi by 4. So similarly, you can do the first subdivision 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 pi minus pi by 3 nu eldi seiyala. Okay, so first subdivision, take it for homework. Then question number 5. 5 is a very simple question, so that also you can take it for homework. We'll go to the sixth one now. Question number 6. Find the domain of the following. So first one is f of x is equal to sine inverse of x square plus 1 by 2x. Okay, f of x is equal to sine inverse of x, f of x sine inverse of x square plus 1 by 2x. Okay, what is the domain? Domain, we know it is domain of sine inverse of x. Is minus 1 comma 1. Okay, so therefore we have minus 1 less than or equal to x square plus 1 by 2x less than or equal to 1. Okay, now in the 2x remove pananoma, so what we can do? Multiply throughout by 2x. அப்போ இது என்னவாயிரும் minus 2x ஆயிருமா, less than or equal to 2x வச்சு multiply பண்றோம், denominator cancel ஆயிரும், so x square plus 1 less than or equal to 2x. Okay, now இதை ரெண்டா separate பண்ணிக்கலாமா? எப்படி எடுத்துக்கலாம்? minus 2x is less than or equal to x square plus 1 ன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம் ஒன்று. அடுத்தது x square plus 1 is less than or equal to 2x. Okay, so what about this? Minus 2x right hand side கொண்டு போயிடும். இப்போ இங்கே என்ன வந்துடும்? 0 less than or equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 வந்துருமா? அப்போ இது என்னது? 0 less than or equal to x plus 1 the whole square ஆமா? Because 1 we can also write it as 1 square. Okay, so 0 is less than or equal to x plus 1 the whole square. அப்போ இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? 0 less than or equal to x plus 1 ன்னு எழுதலாமா? Okay, so what we have got? The plus 1 இந்த பக்கம் எடுத்துட்டு வா, minus 1 less than or equal to x. Can we write? Okay, அதே மாதிரி இப்போ இந்த பக்கம் வா, x square plus 1 minus 2x is less than or equal to 0 போட்டுடலாமா? So what is this now? X minus 1 the whole square less than or equal to 0. So from this we can also write it as x minus 1 is less than or equal to 0. அப்போ x is less than or equal to 1. இப்போ ரெண்டையும் combine பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ ரெண்டையும் combine பண்ணா எப்படி எழுதலாம்? minus 1 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 ன்னு எழுதலாம். அப்போ what we have got here? X belongs to minus 1 0 1, but x is not equal to 0. Okay, x is not equal to 0 because why? We have 2x in the denominator. Okay, we have 2x in the denominator, therefore x is not equal to 0. Clear all of you? So x is not equal to 0, therefore what is the solution or what is the domain? So domain is equal to minus 1 comma 1. So all of you can understand, but x is not equal to 0 எதனால? denominatorல 2x இருக்குது, denominatorல x இருக்குது, so x is not equal to 0. Okay, now we'll do the second subdivision. g of x is equal to 2 sine inverse of 2x minus 1 minus pi by 4. Okay. So here to find the domain. So to find the domain, we have to consider only the argument. Consider only argument of the function. Argument means what? X value, okay, of the function. So inga argument வந்து என்னது? Sin inverse of என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கு? 2x minus 1. So அதுதான் என்னது? Argument. Okay, 2x minus 1 is the argument. 2x minus 1 is the argument. Therefore, what do we get? So what is the domain? Domain of sin inverse of x is minus 1 comma 1. So what we write? Minus 1 less than or equal to 2x. Less than or equal to 2x minus 1 less than or equal to 1. So in the minus 1, to remove this minus 1, என்ன பண்றோம்? Add throughout by plus 1. அப்போ minus 1 plus 1 will become 0. Less than or equal to 2x. Less than or equal to 2. So now we divide throughout by 2. அப்போ divide throughout by 2. 0 less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 1. So what is the domain of the function? So domain of the given function. Domain of the given function is equal to, what is it? 0 comma 1. Okay. So similarly, example we have, example 4.4. Example 4.4. What is it? Find the domain of sin inverse of 2 minus 3x square. So இது எப்படிமா எழுதுவீங்க? Minus 1 is less than or equal to 2 minus 3x square is less than or equal to 1. So to remove 2, what we do? Subtract பண்ணணும் இல்லையா? Throughout by 2. அப்போ minus 2 minus 1 minus 3 less than or equal to minus 3x square less than or equal to 1 minus 2 என்ன வந்துரும்? Minus 1. இப்போ divide throughout by minus 3. So what do you get? 1 greater than or equal to x square greater than or equal to 1 by 3. இல்லையா? Sign மாறும். Already we have seen. Okay, in your previous classes. நீ மைனஸை வச்சு மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணுறதுனால அப்படியே சைன் மாறிடுது. less than or equal to becomes greater than or equal to. இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? இப்போ 1 by 3 less than or equal to x square less than or equal to 1 ன்னு போடலாமா? இப்போ இங்கே x square இருக்கிறனால we write this as 1 by 3 is less than or equal to modulus of x is less than or equal to 1. Because we know that modulus of x square is equal to root of x square is equal to modulus of x. We have seen already. Root of x square is equal to modulus of x. Okay, அதனால என்ன வந்துருது? Modulus of x we get. So here this is root 3. 1 by root 3 is less than or equal to modulus of x is less than or equal to 1. Now we know that we have studied this in our lower class. Plus 1. We know that a is less than or equal to modulus of x less than or equal to b implies x belongs to minus b comma minus a union a comma b. So what we get? So therefore what is the result? X belongs to minus 1 comma minus 1 by root 3 root 3 union 1 by root 3 comma 1. Okay, this we have seen in plus 1. So depending on that result we write the answer. Okay, now we'll go to the 7th question. Question number 7. Find the value of sine inverse of sine 5 pi by 9 cos pi by 9 plus cos 5 pi by 9 sine pi by 9. So what do you have inside? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So what is it? So we know that sin A plus B formula you know. Sin A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Okay. So what is this now? Sin 5 pi by 9 plus pi by 9. So what you get? Sin inverse of sin 6 pi by 9. 6 pi by 9 is what? 2 pi by 3 amma? Yes? 6 pi by 9. LCM 9. Another 6 pi by 9 add pandro numerator. So 2 goes 3 times. No, 3 goes 2 times and 3 goes 3 times. Appo 2 pi by 3 vandirudha. Appo sin inverse of sin 2 pi by 3. Appo 2 pi by 3 என்ன தெரியும் நமக்கு 2 pi by 3 does not belong to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. அப்போ இதை எப்படி எழுதணும்? So this is equal to sin inverse of sin pi minus pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 வந்துருமா? So now what is sin pi minus theta? Already we have seen in the problem. Okay, sin pi minus theta is minus sin pi minus theta. Okay, there we saw sin pi plus theta. For pi minus theta in the quadrant, second quadrant இல்லையா? அப்ப second quadrantல sin is positive and pi is 180 even. அப்போ அது என்னவா தான் இருக்கும்? sin theta வா தான் இருக்கும். So it is sin pi by 3. இப்போ sin inverse and sin gets cancelled. So what is our final answer? It is equal to pi by 3 and pi by 3 belongs to the domain pi by 2 minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Okay. Students, hope you have understood all the problems. So do the homework regularly and learn your lessons. Thank you.